In today's video, I was able to find Elevate PATO in my Clan War League and crushed his base using a new ice block trick with the Royal Champion charge. But first, a mini recap of our previous Clan War League days in Saturn. If you want to jump ahead, then you can use the timestamps to do so. Diving right in to War Day number 1 then, we were up against this 1923 Turkey number 2 clan. And unfortunately, official word did get one fail on this base here. Pretty close, not really the end of the world. Second war day, unfortunately the same thing happened. We had one fail from somebody else. Unfortunate, bit unlucky maybe, who cares. But war day number 3, somebody did a massive oopsie. And as you guys can see, we missed an attack on a Town Hall 16. That is the most frustrating part. This space, probably you could have tripled with your eyes closed. Is all it is. Lions clan, we should have got a perfect war against them. They didn't actually have any CC troops in their clan castle. And unfortunately, somebody else did an oopsie. So basically, so far, 3 tiny oopsies, 1 massive oopsie from one person. But it's all good. It's in the past now. We'll move on to war day number 4, where it's currently going really well so far. As you can see, so far we are perfect. And I was able to pick up a defense in this war day. But this Disconnect clan is a Brazilian clan. I'm not totally sure. I don't know too much about them, but as you can see, this is PATO's account right here. So in today's video, I'm going to be taking down PATO's base right here with my Root Rider army. If you guys don't know the drill, I'll explain to you how these videos work. First, I'll show you guys my planning process whilst I'm looking at base. Then we dive into the live attack, and afterwards you check out some replays from the previous war days. So without further ado, let's get into the planning of this base. Okay, so here is Mr. PATO's base. I'm now, of course, going to explain what my plan is. I was actually able to find a similar style of base on my YouTube channel. Remember, guys, I do timestamp all of my videos. So if you are looking for a crack on a base in Clan War League, just go back, look at one of my previous videos. But in this case, I was able to remember that I attacked a similar style of base, which was actually Navi Stars. So the approach that I did on that base was effectively go into this compartment here with the RC charge, take down the Fire Spitter, take down some value, something like this. Then we went with the log launcher like so through the base, took down the Town Hall with the log launcher. Root Riders will probably enter something like this, go in and down. Probably go with the first overgrowth spell somewhat like this. Then I thought we'd probably bring 2 skeleton spells. Why? Because again, this RC charge over here isn't going to be that spell heavy. There's not actually a lot of buildings that we need to get down, which is why I think we're not going to need our usual 6 invis spells. I think we can bring an extra skelly spell because we're going to skelly spell this mono. And there's also some really good skeleton spell value over down by this crushing mortar with the heroes over here, because I can distract the crushing mortar. Hopefully both heroes, and also the fast firing cannon merge thingy, whatever this thing's called. Probably be popping our Eternal Tome somewhat around this poison tower, and then just kind of pushing through the rest of the base. King ability, RC ability. It all gets a little bit more freestyle towards the end of the attack. Normally I'm just planning the opening. Don't try and over-plan your hits. You do need to be adaptive during your Clan War League attacks. But this is my overall plan here. I may actually just think for a second, how can I get my RC properly into that Fire Spitter, right? What I'm noticing is that he's kind of funneling all the spirit charges, right? If you want to get this poison tower down, you have to go into this section here, right? And so probably what he's doing is he's got all of his bait in these 2 corners here. So I want to try and avoid these corners, but it's going to be annoying. Let's think about this for a second here. If I can't think of anything, I'll just jump into the live hit. We could go for like a redirect. So we could take down this wizard tower, and then invis, and then we'd have to invis again and then push her. I don't know. It's going to get a little messy though, isn't it? If there's a NATO here, if there's some Tesla, it could all get a little messy. I'm going to try something. And it's a little crazy, but we're going to try something. I'll show you guys. It's easier to just show you guys in the live attack. Hopefully it works. Again, a little crazy. I'm going to try it though. Let's get into the live here and hopefully you guys will see what I'm talking about. Okay, we are live. Again, slightly crazy plan. I have an ice block spell. Just watch. Just watch. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. W plan, let's go. New trick, question mark. Okay, that actually worked out quite well. Let me lock in now because we still have the whole rest of the base to take down, obviously. Should I go further? I think I can. That actually didn't hit my fox, which is quite nice. So I guess I'll try and get down this ricochet cannon. And then we'll recoil out of here. I brought a giant because I know there's going to be a spring trap around this monolith area over here. So we're going to skelly spell. We're going to go with the giant, then the ice golem, and then the giant arrow plus a log launcher. And there wasn't a spring trap, which is actually useful for me. I'm going to be careful here just in case it's any bait. I had that on my ult account attack, and that was quite miserable. So I'm just going to delay the healers a little, and then we'll go with the rest of everything else. We'll go with the Valks inward. And actually, the Root Riders might be able to avoid the Giga Bomb, which is very clutch. We'll go with the minion over here. And okay, CC's coming out. We'll poison that. We'll overgrowth this area as we suggested. Oh, okay, things are splitting a little. May have to go Eternal Tome soon. I think we're okay right now. I think we'll pop the RC ability. And yeah, we'll go for it now. Where's my queen? Oh, the queen's with the, what are they called? The Root Riders. That's good. We'll go to Skelly Spell now. RC still in the court with some Yetis supporting her there. We're still looking okay. Crusher Mortar, I think, is locked onto my giant, but it's not hitting my Warden, which is the most important thing. Where's my RC? Okay, this is getting a little messy here. We'll think about our free spell on this area here. And King is also looking a little bit risky, but I think no matter what now, only really an Expo left alive. It's going to be a 3-star. Did I come up with a new trick? I don't know. Probably not that good in Legends, but for the sake of Clan War League, maybe you guys could try it out yourself. We can swag the King ability quite easily on this base. So yeah, overall very happy with that attack. Again, weird icebook trick. My thought process was that when you don't place down your RC at the very start of the attack, it slightly messes up your Fox timings. And so by ice blocking first, that allows me to keep my timings, you know, using the 256, 246 clock method with the invis spells. So then I can go with the rocket balloons, take that wizard tower down to push my RC in. A little complicated. Some of you guys will understand what I'm saying. Some of you won't. But we did get the triple, and that's all that matters. So let's now get into some replays from previous war days. Let's go. Okay, so first replay that we're going to take a look at is from the GOAT of hero skin reviews and news and everything like that, Termynator. He is going to be using his rocket balloon warden charge attack here. Decides to snipe some of those outside buildings, then places the warden down. Not 100% sure why, but you know, he's got his own flair, clearly. Then he goes with the flame flinger over on that bottom side of the base there. I wonder what his plan is going to be for that air expo. They're not as annoying, I guess, against your flame flinger because they have obviously less range. And it looks like he's setting up a giant fireball for this rage tower here. I believe this base was actually built by Dark initially. I'm not 100% sure about that. But obviously it's been tweaked a little bit to have the poison tower over by that area there. Yeah, unfortunately losing the flame flinger. Probably should have sent in like a hog rider or a rocket balloon to actually test for some traps. But again, losing it's not that big of a deal. The super minions are still going to get some nice value. And he should be able to take down that ricochet cannon at the bare minimum. And this base is definitely weird. It's kind of like a mix of a diamond base and then also like a box base, right? I don't really understand the concept of this build. It looks very weird to me. You know, you've got this like diamond style up here, and it's kind of like isolated, right? And then you've got loads of damage. I don't even know. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Looks like he's going to rage up the hero dive through the first section of the base, and that king ability is going to be juicy. Watch the... Oh my gosh, look at that king. That is exactly where you want the king to be. Oh, the king spiky ball didn't really go where he wanted it to go, though. But I think overall, this is looking pretty smashed. That fireball value was quite significant. He goes with the minion prince ability, catches the mono. Maybe not the best ability. Probably should have tried to catch the ricochet cannon and the fire spitter as well. But I mean, yeah, as you can see, it's not going to make a difference. Termy is also goated at Clan War League attacks, rather, apparently. So, yeah, GG's to him. Really clean attack here. Nice planning. And that's what we love to see. Remember, boys, you have 24 hours or 23 hours and 59 minutes if you want to plan your Clan War League attack. If you fail, you have no excuse anymore. It's normal mode, 24 hours to plan. You cannot be failing. But there we go. First replay. Let's jump right into the second replay. Okay, so the next replay that we're going to take a look at is from DG Daddy Wizz, aka Degrassi Daddy Wizz. He is going to be up against this double rage base right here using Fireball once more. I think Fireball is just the best attack strategy for Clan War League. I feel like it's quite hard to trap and bait Fireball, whereas you can easily trap and bait a Root Rider entry, obviously, and I'm sure you guys have ran into bait of your own before. Then he goes to the Fireball, and wow, look at that Fireball. 3 invis. Maybe not worth the investment to get the invis spells onto the Arch Tower and the Mortar there. Probably just better to use some rocket balloons, but I'm no Fireball attacker. Obviously, there could be Teslas in that area or whatever. And then he decides to recall the Warden. Again, another weird play. I don't think the recall spell was maybe necessary. I think he would have done his job going either way. But fine, interesting. I guess that's his preference. He likes to use the recall spell. Then he's going to hero dive right into that mono. Probably wants to skelly spell that monolith. Otherwise, it might lock onto his king. Yeah, is he going to do anything about it? No, he's going to let his king die. Okay, interesting play from Daddy Wizz here. Probably would have been nice to get the skelly spell on that mono. I don't think there's going to be a lot of other skelly spell value on this base, so I don't know what he's saving that skelly spell for. But obviously Fireballs is quite difficult. You know, you're multitasking all the time during the hit. It's looking a little sketchy now, I'm not going to lie. Let's see, though. He's going to rage out the Warden here in a moment, hopefully. Otherwise, the Warden's going to die, or at least invis him. Yep. And then probably rage afterwards. Just kidding. Maybe not. Still has that Queen ability and a rage spell. Obviously still has the RC to use. Uses her right on that rage tower, which is quite a nice spot for her. Yeah, this is looking a little sketch, I'm not going to lie. Let's see. RC does a great job at finishing off that rage tower. Maybe not the best flame flinger placement. But actually, yeah, as you can see, actually, I'm kidding. This base is pretty smashed. He iceboxed the giant. Really nice icebox spell there. And I don't know where he used the skelly spell, but I don't think it was very useful. Should have used that on that mono, but again, easier said than done in the attack. And he does end up swagging 2 spells. RC completely smashed this base for him. So GG's to Daddy Wizz, really clean attack. Let's get into the next replay. Okay, so final attack we're going to take a look at is another Fireball attack. I feel like most players in this clan are using Fireball, so yeah, unfortunately I don't really have a lot of other options, but I think you guys will enjoy seeing one of Dark's attacks. Obviously, I don't think he really posts any Clan War League content. Oh, shoot. Just dropped my iPad. Let me pick that up. Okay, we're all good. Okay, let's see what Dark's going to go for here. It looks like he's going to be Warden charging into this bottom left corner. Using a couple rocket balloons there. Trying to set up probably the Flame Flinger, if I had to guess, over on that side of the base. Nice, looking awesome at the minute. This area here looks quite scary for the Warden. 2 multi-arch towers plus the Expo. Oh, he needs to be careful here, doesn't he? Okay, luckily the rocket balloons actually tank some of the damage there. And he can lure the poison tower from that bomb tower. Take a look at that. Horrible base building from whatever this guy is running, because you should not be able to snipe a poison tower that easily with just 2 rocket balloons. I wonder what his fireball target is, though. Is he going to go for one of those fire spitters, I guess? I don't know what else he would try and fireball. But things are looking really clean so far, that's for sure. Needs to be careful of this mono and enemy RC. 1, 2. Yeah, he's going for the fire spitters. But that's all the value he's been able to get. He gets, obviously, the CC down as well, which is quite nice. Freezes the mono, plays it safe, uses a couple of rocket balloons to try and take that down. I think he's... Oh, wait, the rocket balloons actually redirect the Warden. Which is interesting. Let's see, though. Okay, Flame Flingers took down the Crusher Mortar. Damn, this is looking super clean. This base sucks, by the way. Why does he have the Crusher Mortar right on the outside of the base where it's that easy to Flame Flinger? But obviously, still really clean planning from Dark here. Gonna lose the Flame Flinger now. Might get another shot off on that Inferno Tower. No, just kidding. And it looks like that other Poison Tower is starting to trigger. And, okay, uses the rocket balloons to make sure the Warden does go the right way. Just kidding, the Warden wants to go with the heroes. Fine, he can start up the RC over there. Poisons the Minion Prince. Of course, he's already taken down the CC, so he doesn't need the poison spell for anything else. And to be fair, still has plenty of spells left. Not really a whole lot of base left. Warden's still going. King is still going. RC is still going. Only real worry now is this enemy Queen, which, yeah, he can just freeze. And I think the enemy RC, or sorry, his RC should deal with that nice and quick. And also remember, heroes in normal mode absolutely suck. They don't even do anything, to be honest. So this RC was able to take down this entire section of the base. Unfortunately, she's going to go down, so it looks a little less crushed. But I think it's still a nice triple here from Dark. Very clean plan overall. Somehow the healers died. And I'm sure if the Warden actually went the right way at the end there, this base probably would have been able to swag his RC on it quite easily, just because of how good that Flame Flinger value actually was. So, there we go. That's all I do have for you guys in today's video. I hope you did enjoy this Clan War League attack against PATO's base. And also the slightly new trick, which I've just invented. Probably a bad trick, but I've invented it regardless. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you for another one tomorrow. Goodbye.